After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Come on. Gotta go. 18. Blue.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch 80. He likes to get those jump balls. Hey, gotta go. I'm about to take you to school.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Let's go. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Now a carry for Walton. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Red, up. Lock in.
Now Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Gotta go, gotta go.
They'll run with Walton. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Now Walton. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
This is Cohen on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Hurry, hurry! Check safety! No, off!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Motion.
They'll run. This is Walton. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
Come on, you guys can do better than that.
Jump. Hey, gotta go.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time, do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in this.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? And we just saw their first one of this game.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Let's go, great.
Now Foles. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep this time from the... And that's caught inside the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. whistle even. Nope, it doesn't. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ohio!
They'll set up to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Drive starts on the ground. It's Walton. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Red's up! Red's up!
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Green 39! Green 39!
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And out across midfield down to the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey!
From the gun, Knight. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. B.J. Goodson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Knight. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They come out here in the eye. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and sneak it here. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Lutz's kick is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, I got number 80. I got number 80. Single. Blue.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
Hey, boys, you got 4 down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Back now at Soldier Field. They go back to Walton. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Blue. Hey, 18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Stop! 180! Blue. Alert flare!
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Get on the point right here. Stop! 180! Moving. Blue. Red, up! Shit! Up!
Now Trubisky to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Let's go.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Tight ends right. Stop! 180! 3 down. Check 3. Blue.
They go play action. Trubisky. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Let's go. Stop! 180! Check the backer.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
180! Blue. Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And Parkey's kick is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Knight being chased out left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Gotta go, gotta go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Check out, route. 180. 58, right over there. Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Red's up.
Trubisky to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Parkey's kick is good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, Those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Go, go, go! 13, watch 13. Great. Cadence go.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for them. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
Go!
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And some room to work. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.